Going Dale's Way. My name is Dayle. This is my channel, and today's video is going to be setting up my 2026 planner. I am again redating pages, etc., from previous out-of-date planners. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you are new, well then hello. I hope this video helps you figure out your planner journey for 2026. And if you are new, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know how this sort of thing goes. So yes, so I raided a heap of old planners and used the redating guide. So yes, using a redating guide, and it looks like this. And it is available from Lizzo Plans, and you can find her on YouTube, and she will explain how she uses it. And I will try to be clever and put the link up here. If I'm not clever, it'll be in the description below the video. So all I've done so far in this planner, and this is not the cover I will be keeping, this is just cheap cover I got from Temu, and I'm not even sure what planners we pulled these from, but we did this together, my sister-in-law and I. So this will be January. Oh, I forgot that one, got to white that out. And those who know, I like a Monday start, so I will go ahead and take all the numbers out and redate it. This has obviously been stored somewhere, so there's a little bit of yellowing on the edges of the page. I'm not that fussed. I think it was a woodland planner, and as you can see, it says August here, but I'm using it for January. So this is the idea. February, nothing ever sort of matches February, so I went to a planner that I had that was already undated, an old one that I bought or swapped or something from somebody, and as you can see, it's a slightly older version because we have the thicker line, and it comes with decorative boxes, functional boxes already set, and your sidebar is a little bit different. So, you know, loving, thankful for, thinking, going, wearing, excited for, favourite picture. So it can be a memory keeping. I think it was possibly a memory keeping of the old version of memory keeping. So I'm using this for February because it was already listed as a February one, I think. No, it wasn't listed. It has quotes and stuff all through it. I don't mind, you know, that sort of thing. It does have a separate back page. Sorry about that. Husband crept up behind me. So yes, this, what I guess would be called the currently page, because this is for like more a memory keeping page. It has a completely different layout. I do like the whole what we celebrated section, the memorable quote, but you could also just glue another piece of paper on the top and go with it and do your own thing. So this one was for March, and it was from 2023, October of 2023, and then we had April, and the only thing I've done so far is change the name, the monthly tabs. So that was in November. I obviously haven't whited that out yet, and then we've got May. What was May? Oh, I did that one. May was March, and this is where the dating guide explains that you can use planners from different years, and it'll tell you exactly what ones match. So, and this is June. I've only got to June so far because, yeah, I only got to June so far. However, I have gone through Oh, can we get back? Oh, sorry, I brushed you. That's okay. All right, so we're going to put this aside for a second, and I've pulled out my punch because if you have been with me before and seen my past planners, then you know I have a lot of trackers in the front of my planner. This one doesn't need to be punched. It's going to go in a sleeve, and it is the school terms for Tasmania and the public holidays for the year, and when my sister-in-law is going to be working and not working because she does it for her and then she prints me one too. So that one's going to go in a sleeve. Okie dokie. This is kind of my pride and joy. This is my bingo goal card. Now, I did a bingo goal card last year. Hang on, and I'll find it for you and I can show you. Those who have been with me probably have seen it. Where are you, bingo? Come here. Okay, so this was for 2025. And the only one I have not managed to achieve is score above 430 in archery. I've only got three more shoots of the year, and weather-wise, I'm not sure if we're going to get to do all those, so it may not be looking good. So I have literally rolled that one over. So that one's a rollover. Now, I am going to consider 2025 for goals a win because I've done everything else. That's 16 goals, and I've managed to do all of them. I've also managed to do some of them more than what I had planned, as in read a new author. I've actually read 3 new authors this year. 3 trips away for fun. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've had 5 trips this year. The subscriber goals were the biggest, and I'm really, really happy I made those. The savings goals were good, and I managed those. I did 10 audiobooks this year, and I filmed more content for YouTube. Tried new recipes. Some I just made adjustments, but I've done that 4 times. So, journal more often. I could have done that for a week and coloured it in, but every time I did, I coloured it a different colour, same as with the podcasts and using my candles. So I've actually done more than I had planned, but I'm calling this a win. So I decided that since it worked, I'm doing it again. I've got read 10 physical books. I've got 12 date nights in 12 months. 12 me dates in 12 months. So that's a date with my husband. This is doing something for me. Save $1,000, get to 350 or 375 or 300 or 325, that sort of thing. So that is my goals for 2026. So I'm punching that. Now, this I created in Canva myself. And I've also done a blank one. So, I can email it to people if they want one. You'll just have to get in contact. I don't know why that one printed on different paper, but anyway. Okay, so year in pixels. I did a year in pixels. Here it is. This is the 2nd year I've done it. So I actually double-sided this one because that one ended up a little messy. So I can actually use the key, and if I have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more than 8, I can always turn the page and go with it. This one has the January, February, March, April across the top. This one doesn't. but that's okay because I can write it in, or it's not that hard to figure out what it's going to be. So we're definitely having a year in pixels in my planner because it seems to work. So we punched that one. All right, movie show tracker. I've done 2 of those because I like watching movies and TV. I couldn't figure out how to double-side it when they're single pages. So I've just got 2 pages. That's fine. I did think about gluing it together, but it'll be fine. So we're going to punch that one. And this one came from passionplanner.com in their free tracker, in their free section. Music and podcasts. Also Passion Planner. More so because I track my podcasts than music, but I do appreciate my Spotify Wrapped at the end of every year. So this will help me continue to keep track of new podcasts. Now, this printed on an A4 instead of a letter, and I'm not sure why, but I ran out of room for the amount of bills that I had to keep track of. So I've printed 2, and this I got, I'm pretty sure, from Plan with Elise's Etsy shop. So Plan with Elise has an Etsy, and she has some things, digital downloads there that you can use, and she's very big into budgeting. So there's a whole heap of budgeting stuff you can use there. This one came from Creative Karma Designs. This one's from Dayle, and it's got Q1 goals, 1, 2, 3, and then there was a separate page, and I double-sided it, how you're doing, what steps you need to take. Now, I know this one does not necessarily match too well with, where'd you go, with the bingo, but I figured if I can pick something to work on, learn how to use props and take better photos. Okay, so that could be goal 1. And then over here for goal 1, the project is photos and props. So what could I do to that? It could be watch YouTube tutorials on how to take better photos, and then, learn about lighting or research a new camera maybe. I don't know. But, it gives you a place to put how you're working on your goals, what steps you're doing. Learn to use my Cricut. That could be the second goal. Yeah, watch tutorials. Make sure software is updated, trial and error, print something, cut, just work it that way. So I thought I'd give this one a try too. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's the thing with these sorts of printable planner pages, etc. If they don't work, scrap it. You don't have to. Like, I have tried for the last 2 years to have year in review sort of thing. So I write down the stuff in the news or whatever that happens for each month. But by the time I got to I think April or May this year, I was so overwhelmed with everything that I had sticky notes all over because so much was happening, and it was not doing my anxiety and depression any good. So I stopped doing it. I just stopped. I can't keep track of that, so not happening. A little bit of self-help sort of thing here. This one came, I don't know where this one came from. Passion Planner, yep, it's a Passion Planner one. So uncover your compass, core values, a step-by-step guide to defining your core values. I thought this would be a good thing to do. And it might also help me figure out if I was going to have a word of the year for 2026. I have done for the last couple of years, and I'm not entirely sure it's been working for me properly. Hold that thought. I need a drink. Sorry about that. So yes, so these are all of the pages that I am going to want in my 2026 planner. I was hoping for a self-care sort of checklist. I don't currently have one, so maybe I need to make one and go from there. So the word of the year for 2025 was create. I've had other words in the previous years, and I'm not sure how good I am at sticking to them. So I thought I would do this, uncover the core values to see, you know, what popped up. And I've also got a workbooky thing that I've had in the past that may help me find a word of the year. But this is the start of my 2026 planner setup, and hopefully I will have another video for you soon with me working on what covers I'm going to have and figuring out what it's going to look like, what I'm going to decorate my monthlies to look like, and that sort of thing. So yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, send me a comment. If you are interested in any of the things I create, like the bingo, like I said, I did that myself in Canva. So yeah, so I guess if you want, I can probably email something, but you'll have to let me know. That's it for me for today. So yes, so have a lovely day, and as always, be kind, be helpful, most importantly, be you. Bye.